Well, hello again. Welcome to another edition of CropLife Retail Week. Paul Schrimpf here with Sfiligoj. How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm back in my bunker this week, but I see you made it into the office. So, yeah, we teased and got in studio together, and so the world is kind of changing a little bit. So maybe we'll be back in the bunker. I don't know. We'll see.
Probably in the bunker a good bit. I mean, now we've kind of instated if you do any travel that you need to bunker up for 5 days. So my wife and I are going away this weekend for a couple days, so we'll be bunkered all next week, and then I think a weekend after that next weekend we're going away for a weekend to a friend's birthday, and so it's just going to be I don't know when I'm coming in. I don't know. But it's not going to be, the next month or so is not going to be very often. Yeah, it's a shame, but yeah, here we are. So yeah, our one time together, that was pretty much it. Now it's back to the hole.
Yeah, well, Paul, again, this is the changeable, be flexible, stay flexible world we are now living in. So
yep.
I guess I'll do what I've been doing the last 18 months, just kind of roll with the punches. And if I got to stay at home, I got the dog to keep me company. So I'm okay with that.
Yep. Yeah, we're still getting everything done that we need to. Still as productive as ever. So doesn't seem to matter that much anymore. It's pretty quiet around here anyway. So strange. I thought it'd be a lot more people here. Anyway, so. So what's going on in the world? So, I'm still, Tech Hub Live. It was a week ago. I'm still kind of recovering to some degree from that. I mean, it was a pretty busy couple of weeks. We're gearing up already for next year, working on dates and getting all that solidified. So, we're real excited about continuing this thing in 22 and making another big splash. And hopefully return to normalcy, so we can really dig into it being more of a national show, get a lot more speakers from a broader range of topic areas and expertise. Really excited. It was just like that was a one thing that was really missing this year. Is it was somewhat limited based on who could travel. Next year, hopefully the lid's off and we can really use our imagination and capture a lot of interesting information and interesting speakers. This week in technology, I noted that I saw that the Trimble started a venture capital initiative where they've got like $200 million they're going to invest in companies, incubating companies and ideas and so forth. So now you've got technology companies, below, the big three that are putting out venture money to try and get better ideas, best ideas kind of raised to the top. You can't do it all yourself. You have to figure out how to use partners, and that's a great way to do it is invest in those big ideas that have promise. So kudos to Trimble for that. I think that can only help them to work faster on the development of technology. But that's just some of the things I noted last couple of days. So what's up in your world, sir?
Well, the news I have to share isn't quite as bright, I guess. And it's a story that broke just as we were putting our video to bed last week. But as you know, Paul, glyphosate and particularly Bayer have been getting a lot of negative press with all the lawsuits and litigation they've been going through the past couple of years. And I know there was some speculation that Bayer might make some drastic moves regarding that. And actually, we found out last week that the company has decided that as of 2023, Roundup will no longer be available for the lawn and garden marketplace. So if you were a fan of using Roundup at home, in your garden to control weeds, the company promises to have some alternative products for you come 2023, but you will not be able to spray Roundup anymore. But the company said it's making this move to, basically reduce the chances of future litigation, because I guess most of the litigation thus far has come from the lawn and garden markets versus agriculture. But good news, of course, is Roundup will still be available for agriculture to use. So U.S. growers will continue to be able to use that in their fields. So again, there's the news out of our friends from Bayer. So you know, a little disheartening to see that they're throwing in the towel in those markets, but I guess, you know, the future risk is just outweighs any benefits they might have had with John Q. Public. So
Yeah, you got to pick your shots when it comes to these kinds of lawsuits, and just figure out what your key markets are, and support them. And yeah, it's going to be weird not seeing a Roundup brand out there. I'm sure you can still get glyphosate from somebody somewhere at the Home Depot, but yeah, to not see the brand out there, and then to see all that brand advertising on TV go away, because there's plenty of that in springtime. It'll be a little weird, but yeah, it's good to see the product is going to continue to help farmers for the in the immediate future.
yep, amen to that. So, but I do also have some better news to share. I know, of course, the last 18 months have been rough on the entire world with the COVID shutdowns and, you know, I guess supply chain issues going on. But I guess, Paul, lo and behold, in our friends for the agricultural marketplace, it's been a pretty good year so far here in 2021. Just was looking at some first half of sales figures for some of our major companies in agriculture. And just to share a few numbers with you, CNH, our friends who own Case and now Raven, said their sales are up 48% in the first half of 2021 versus last year. Our friends at AGCO were up 34%. BASF was up 33%. And Bunge up 61% on the grain side. And if you're wondering, this also is spilling over for the ag retail market. One of our big ag retailers here in Ohio, the Andersons, report their sales are up 43% for the first half of 2021. So again, in terms of overall market growth for companies that cater the agricultural market, 2021 is shaping up to be a pretty good year so far.
Yep. For those that got through the difficult times and hung on and continue to market and work hard, that's when it pays. When things are coming back, that's when it all pays off. People are looking for the products, looking for the services and the service from their suppliers. And if you're sitting there ready to go and provide what's needed, then you're going to win. And all that work during the difficult times is paying off for a lot of these companies. So that's good news for everybody.
Yep. So, and now, Paul, since I hit you with all these numbers, guess what time it is?
It's time for the end of Retail Week. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, hold on. It's time for Paul's favorite segment. Fun with numbers.
Okay.
All right, Paul.
All right.
Today's number is another percentage. So keep that in mind, and I of course will give you a clue. The number is 41%, and your clue is U.S. crops. So what might 41% represent?
Increased fungicide application.
Nope, I'm sorry.
No.
You get the buzzer this week, Mr. Paul.
But I have heard fungicide applications through the roof. I have.
All right. Well, that's something we'll have to talk about in another segment, because I did no research on it and have no information to share. But
so I might be right.
It maybe, but not for our edition here. I'm sorry to say. Oh, 41%. That actually is the estimated drop in spring wheat harvest for 2021. I know we've been talking about a lot on videos, the fact that drought conditions have been really, really hitting many of the Western states, and I guess in the upper Midwest as well. And I actually ran across a report that said in North Dakota that the growers are speculating that because of drought and other unfavorable growing conditions, that their spring wheat harvest could be 41% below last year's number. So again, and I've heard from other folks that the spring wheat harvest, based on USDA numbers, is rated the worst in 2021 since 1988. So almost back to the time you and I were getting out of college, the spring wheat outlook is not real favorable here in 2021.
Yep. Yeah. And certainly the Dakotas, many areas of the Dakotas are having real trouble with drought. It's just, all crops, wheat especially, but certainly other things as well are really having a hard time. So unfortunately, my heart goes out to those folks. Hang in there, and hopefully get the best you can out of this. But it's tough times there, no doubt.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, when all is said and done, hopefully the numbers will be a little stronger than anticipated. But at the moment, definitely looking a little less than robust in their outlook.
You bet.
So that's all I got.
So how much longer to MAGIE? We've got what, 2 weeks before?
Yes, we have 2 weeks till the MAGIE show takes place in Bloomington, Illinois. I know most of our folks are getting ready. We've got a tally sheet ready for the Showstopper Award. The awards are in-house, and we'll be heading off pretty soon, probably next week, to the event. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. And those of you who want to stay tuned, or I guess as a teaser for a future video coming up, is we'll have a special video coming up talking about something that will be at the MAGIE show. So be watching for that in the next week or two.
There you go. Awesome. So that's it for today. Yes, we done? Yes. All righty, sir. Well, thanks all you out there for joining us for this edition of CropLife Retail Week, and we'll see you next week.
If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below.
Your feedback is important to us. We'll try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.